Hey, hello everyone. I wanted to make just a quick video to show some ways to use this plugin that you all are beta testing, which I'm also very grateful for all of you taking your time to take a look at this and help make this thing work better. So this track here is my voice track. Ignore that, it's not going to be that important. This track here is a kick and snare drum pattern. It's pretty simple. You may recognize it from your favorite song. Okay, that's going to be the only track that doesn't use the plugin. So I'm going to go to this track. This is another 808 kit. I took out the kick and the snare and left all the sort of auxiliary things in. This is going to be sort of our aux track. So the way that the plugin works, it can take up to 4 MIDI notes, and then it'll hear those 4 MIDI notes and it'll create patterns or output patterns based on these numbers that you put in here. So I'm going to put in just a couple 4s, and this button here is the regeneration button. Because it's yellow right now, that means that these patterns are going to regenerate. If I turn that off, they won't regenerate. They'll just stay like this. If I hit this button, then that manually regenerates patterns. This over here, so if you see, it's 3 4s. So the first one is always on whichever, the first note of the group is always on whichever note this is. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, then the third one is a rest. And if I just sort of regenerate a bunch of these, you'll see that those will always stay there. If I move this from here to here, then the third note is sort of the main note and will always be intact. The other ones will move around it. Okay, so there's 2 ways to get MIDI into this, of course. There's live input, then there's through the MIDI clips. So I just turned on my push. Should be ready to go. So I'm going to hold down, I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to regenerate some patterns. Maybe I'll do something like, nope, that's way too many. Something like this. There. So it's going to play, I want to get one that has all 4. There we go. So I'm going to hold down 4 of these MIDI pads, and it should play those in this order. Okay, so I'm holding down from low to high, claves, low to tom, hi-hat, and medium to tom. What I can do is I can change this, and this will change the subdivision. Okay, all the way up to there. Let me get this to 8th notes. This will change the swing. Okay, this will change the volume, the velocity. Oh, that one's not working super well. I need to fix that. And this one will change the duration of the MIDI note, which for percussive things doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go into this clip, and I'm just going to draw in some of these things. Let's have conga. So if I have this and I play it, it'll only the plugin will only output MIDI for the first 2 beats, because that's the only 2, I only have notes on the first 2 beats. So let me get this. Change this to direction. Okay, so that's pretty cool. On this track, I have it set up with a more melodic synthesizer. This one is set to be quarter notes, and with this one, maybe the duration will be a little bit more effective or a little bit more interesting. We'll take a look at that. Also, these parameters, you can map these to macros, or these are also mapped to the push displays and the things you can edit in there. So I'm just gonna draw this in really quick. I'm gonna do something like this. Maybe this goes down here. Maybe another one goes there. Oops. Maybe one more goes there, and then let's throw in, let's make it a major 7th chord. Let's have another G. So I just drew in some notes here, and this is set up to be okay, so that's that one. You know, I just drew in some notes here. You know, because it only plays notes when they're written in, you can have really quick harmonic changes. So let's do that really fast here. So we have sort of a C major chord here. Let's go to like A flat major. This B is going to move up to a C. It's going to move to an E flat. That can stay on a G. Pretty good. So let's hear how this sounds now. Okay, very cool. The next track is it's another MIDI track, but this is going to an external instrument. I have a Korg MS-2000 to my right. If I play it, yep, it's there. So same thing, you can just draw stuff in, or you can play stuff in manually. I'm just going to draw in some things. Actually, with this, I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have it play C's the whole time, because that can connect. Maybe I'll do something like this. Let's hear how this sounds. Let's just solo this. And this one will benefit from that. Okay, let me take these solos off. Okay, so that's just a really quick look at how one possible, or a couple pretty similar possible ways to use this plugin. Because it's a tool, there's a lot of different ways that it can be used, and I'm super interested to see how all of you use it, since everyone who sort of in this beta program in pretty different ways. So if you have any questions or anything that you find that isn't working or things that you might find helpful, please send those along. A lot of the things that are in here now have become or are in here as a result of people's feedback and questions. So thanks a lot. Thanks for listening, and happy music making.